Hey everyone, welcome. Long time no see. I hope everyone is doing well. It's been quite a while since I've been on here. I am gonna hopefully get everything going again, get this back up and have our Tuesdays at 2 crafting. Hey Diana, how are you? How have you been? Haven't seen everybody in a long while. I hope you're doing well. So we're getting our Kim's Woods Decor group going back again. It's going to be Tuesdays at 2. Yeah, Tuesdays at 2. So I hope that works for everybody. I know the time of the days are a little different, so hopefully that works. If you're not able to see the live, you can always catch the replay. But thank you for being here. Hey Carol, how are you? So I hope Tuesdays at 2 works for everyone. Today I think there's 8 possibly total. I'm going to do Halloween theme. And on my live sale on Wednesday, I sold quite a few of these, I don't know if you can see, they're window sitters. Let me make sure my ringer's off. They're window sitters. This is the Santa Claus one, and the Santa Claus, the reindeer, the tree, they technically go on the back of the window, and it stands about 10 inches high by about 8.5 inches wide from the window itself. I can do my apples again. Are you talking about the caramel apples, Diana? Or are you talking about the dipped apples or the wooden apples? Which ones are you talking about? Hey, Alyssa, how are you? So I showed these on my live sale. This is the Santa one. He's got the Santa and the Rudolph and the tree for a winter one. There's a couple other winter ones. There's a Mrs. Claus one. There's an elf one. There is the snowman one that's got the banner that says hello. So those are the winter ones. I did want to do a Halloween one, though, being the Halloween theme. So I am going to do the cat and the ghost with the pumpkin and the boo. And I started just a little bit of the baby wash staining. And the 2 Christmas ones that I just showed you do not have a separate window. Hey Dawn, how are you? Thank you for joining. But this this Halloween one does. So it gives you a little wiggle room where you can not have to be so right on for the painting, and I'll show you what I mean. Obviously the window goes a separate way. Did not realize that. But yeah, so it's going to be a double layer window, and we've got our ghost and the cat and the pumpkin. We've got our little boo, and we've got 3 little acorns. Hey Janine, how are ya? So yeah, I did just baby wiped the Deco Art Americana Burnt Umber. Any burnt umber's fine. And then with the base. So I did the front of the window. You're not going to have to do the middle because this is going to get glued right over the top. How you feeling, Alyssa? Better? You sounded better yesterday for sure. So it's going to be a little rustic, whimsical. It's not going to be real bright colors. And then the other one I have for Halloween is, and this has a double pane window as well. For some reason, the Christmas ones don't, but these Halloween ones do. This is the witch's hat one. It has the witch's hat. It has a broom that'll go along the bottom. It has your pumpkins, and it has a moon with your ghosts. So that's another witch's one, Halloween one. And then the other one is a fall one. And this has a double pane as well. It is your scarecrow. It has the couple patches. It has your crow sitting on a corn cob and a pumpkin as well. Glad you're feeling better. Hey Janelle, how are ya? So I'm starting back up the Kim's Wood Decor. It is going to be Tuesdays at 2. So I hope that works for everybody. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them that I showed. And I do have a couple other Christmas ones. Like I said, there is an elf one. There is a Mrs. Claus. There's a cardinal on some birch trees and whatnot. They are going to be more expensive in my Etsy shop. I did not put them on there yet because I wanted to paint this one first, then I'm going to put them on there. I am selling them for $10 a piece, unfinished, plus shipping. And they are made from 1/4-inch wood. So we're going to get this one going. Like I said, this is kind of forgiving because it does have the other window piece that doesn't go on top. So you really don't have to paint this way or the other way. You really don't have to paint the underneath windowsill because it's going to be covered. So as you can see, make sure you do get that right, because I just noticed that the window sizes are different. So I'm going to put it this way right up here so I know which way it goes. So we are going to do the cat black. I like the Deco Art Americana lamp. How are you doing, Janelle? I haven't seen you in a bit. Alyssa, are you at work? Do you have a long day? That's my daughter, Alyssa. I was with her over the summer and with the kids and whatnot, and I miss them. And I'm going to sponge this on that baby wipe it. So how's everybody's weather? I think today's the first day of fall, isn't it? Hi, Janine. Who are you saying hi to? Oh, you're saying hi to Alyssa? She's probably popping on at work. I don't know if she sees all the comments, but yeah. So I'm jealous. My daughter Alyssa is going to Salem in October. Always wanted to do that with Salem witches and whatnot. I'm very happy for her. Excited for her, happy for her, but jealous. I hope she has a good time. Her and her husband are going. So I think that's going to be super cool. But I get to go back up there and watch the grandkids again. So I'm excited about that part of it. And I hope they are too. You can't keep up with my new schedule? Well, this one's going to be a permanent. Tuesdays at 2. T&T. Tuesdays at 2 for Kim's Wood Decor. And then I've got the selling on Wednesdays. And that's on my Kim's Gifts Decor. And then on Thursdays, if there's openings, I'll be popping on and doing Kim's Wood Decor for live sales and crafting down south that I'm selling for on Wednesdays. But because I was gone all summer, it wasn't fair, so I gave up my spot, my 5 o'clock spot, because it's not fair to keep it if I was going to be gone that long. So I'll fill in every once in a while, though. Salem is something you wanted to do too. Oh, it's just so exciting. And I know I'm surprised Presley, my granddaughter, is not watching all the Hocus Pocus stuff yet. Can you guys see? I will point you down a little bit more. So I'm just going to do the B, the O, and the O in black as well, seeing as how I'm doing the black. And then the 2 ghost eyes. Now the cat doesn't have any eyes. We're just going to kind of rough the cat up with some white dry brushing. But you can most certainly put eyes on the cat if you want to. I was going to call him a him. I don't know why, but the him, you know, and black cats and Halloween. So I have a mysterious hair somewhere. And I hate that and it's driving me crazy. But yeah. Hopefully you can remember Tuesday. Now, did you get a reminder, Janelle? Did it tell you when I was on? Or did you just see it on my business page that I posted? How did you see it to know? I did try to put a post out there this morning, so we'll see how that went. Now, I'm also going to move this just to the side. I have the little banner. The little banner kind of goes like this. Now, you don't have to put it on with the boo that says B-O-O. You really don't have to, but I'm going to. And I'm going to do it in the candy corn colors because we do have the little 3 candy corn pieces here as well. Janelle, have you been to Florida lately? Knock on wood, real quick. The hurricanes have not been bad yet this year, and I'm so thankful because my sister lives there as well. So, yeah, makes me nervous. So yellow goes on the bottom. I am going to use plain yellow by Craft Smart. You just saw it online? Well, we'll get, every week, seeing as how I'll be going on, you'll get it down. You'll get it down, I'll get it down. It'll be a routine, right? It'll be a routine. But thank you for joining me. That yellow is not till the end of November. That one's, this is plain yellow. It's a little light. So I'm going to do canary yellow. I'm going to do canary yellow, y'all, by Anita's. But I have a lot of plans, so. And yellow is on the bottom of all these. So we'll get these. And then I'm going to go yellow, white, and orange. So let me get another sponge here. Now, you know I'm going to mess it up with that other one that I have on there, right? Because that's me. Are you driving when you go, Janelle? If you are, we should meet each other again and catch up. That was fun meeting with you. You always picture somebody different than what they actually look like, though. But it was great meeting with you, and we'll have to do that again. And then the orange, I'm going to use, let me see before I open the mouth and change my mind. Too stressful. You're flying, too stressful. I'll tell you, the last couple times I had a flight, it was a little stressful. So the orange I'm going to do for the candy canes and the banner is the Folk Art Pure Orange. Oh, I forgot the bottoms of these. See, y'all? I'm talking. I like the fact that I can get there in like 2 hours. The flight is just 2 hours opposed to a 14 and a half, 15-hour drive. It doesn't, I mean, you have to be at the airport 2 hours before and then, you know, getting picked up and whatnot, but and then the drive time to the airport, but it's a lot better than the alternative of 14 and a half, 15-hour drive. That's for sure. Yes, so did I. We'll have to do that again. Whenever you drive through, Janelle, and if I'm around, definitely let me know. You've got your condo there, right? You're at a condo there? Plus, Dawn is my sister. She popped on here. We haven't seen each other in a long bit either. I have to see her. I want to see her sooner than later. And then again, the orange I'm using is Pure Orange by Folk Art. And then I'm going to do the yellow, white, and orange. So I will do the orange here. I did resin pumpkins the other day, and I did 21 of them. I had to throw them all out. There was gobs of gook in my paint, which I didn't realize. And then when I do my resin pumpkins, they're upside down because I do the stem green first, and then after that sets, then I do the orange. Well, I took them all out the other day, yesterday, and I have an order for some. And I saw that I had all this gook from my paint. Right? Nothing says you can't just drive to Atlanta. That is true. That's not a bad drive. How far is that, Janelle? So I had to throw them all out, and I went and I bought more paint yesterday, more orange paint. And then I have to make chocolate kisses as well. So I'm like, I know my burnt umber's okay because I do use that quite often, so. I need a brush for this. Yeah, 21 of them I did. I'm like, oh. But lesson learned, right? Won't do that again. And I have 3 molds of them that I filled. Thinking, oh, instead of just doing one at a time, I'll do all 3. That didn't work out well. So I poured them and they're sitting there now curing. But what you gonna do? I know Janine's been going crazy, painting tons and tons of ornaments. So down on the side, we'll get this one. She's doing a good job too. I was on the phone with her. She was showing them to me again today. She's doing a really good job with them. They're turning out really, really cute. Not that there was a question, Janine, not at all, but different colors and ornaments. And how many different, did you ever figure out how many different kinds you were making? 9 hours? 9 hours is still really long, Janelle. Whew. So I'm going to get all these window sitters done. And then I have that cake stand display that I have, the cake display stand with all the inserts for that. So then that's going to be next. I will definitely be on Tuesdays at 2. And then I will see about popping on every once in a while. And I have to figure it out, y'all. And if any of you know, just let me know. Is there any way of pre-recording, like say you go on your iPad, for instance, and you pre-record painting like I'm doing now, okay? A tutorial, say, for instance. Can I release it at a certain date and time on my business page, on my group page, like this Kim's Wood Decor? Or do you have to belong to a special app for that? Does anyone know? It is, but it's well worth it. Aw, you're a sweetheart, Janelle. Every time I see pink flamingos, I think of you, Janelle. Every time. You love your pink flamingos. Were you always into them? And are you from Florida originally, or do you just vacation there? Okay, so there's that. And then now for the pumpkin, let me put this here. For the pumpkin itself, I am not using the pure orange. I am going to use, what did I decide? Spiced pumpkin. I'm going to use spiced pumpkin for more of an antique-y look. So we're going to do that here too. And then, of course, this is not a paid group. It's free. If you know any, but just vacation. If you know anybody that wants to join it, you do have to be invited by an invite. You have to have an invite, and I have to accept you in. So if you do know anybody, put it out there. And some of them I will share, some of the videos, not all of them, I will be sharing on my YouTube page as well. So some of them you might be able to catch on there and some not. I went to a flea market with my husband, was it last weekend or the weekend before? And I keep saying I watch my Eclectic Treasure, I watched Janine, and then after Janine, Ginger did the salt and pepper shakers. And I don't know if anybody else did them. I've been kind of out of the loop for the summer. And I'm going through, and I'm waiting. Janine's supposed to send me some material for some witch boots that I have. I found these really, really cute purple witch boots with candy corns on them, and I asked Janine if she had some fabric, so when she gets that, I'm going to do those. But I picked up some skulls and some ghosts that I want to do that I'm getting ready, and I'm going to try those. But this is the wood group, so I'll probably go on my Kim's Gifts and Decor and do that, but I want to try it out on my own first. I mean, you've got your different, Janine did a really good job on hers too, but you got your different length of your tassels, and you've got your different width of your fabric if you're using fabric, or your ribbon, and you know, your yarn, whatever you're going to use. But I'm missing a little piece. Here's a little piece. I threw this out, this little piece to begin with. I'm getting ready to go live, and I'm like, I was on the phone with Janine, I'm like, oh no. I said, like, I forgot, I got to cut another piece out. I must have thrown it out by accident, and there was no way I'm looking. No way I was looking through the trash for this. And a lot of it, once I get a box full, I put it down to the burn barrel. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not finding this thing. There's just no way. So then we're going to do, this kind of sits in the window like so. So we're just going to kind of do around here for the bottom. Because these pieces will sit in the window and have like a 3D effect sitting on the window. So we don't need to do it all because these are the pieces that we're filling in over here. So I'm going to go around here though. And then we've got around our little, make sure I don't get the cat now that's black. And that is just scoring. So if you go over the black, it isn't really going to matter where it has to be seen. So you don't have to make sure that the line is open or that you see the black line. You're here just painting? You're just quiet, Janine? You have nothing to say? You can't stop painting and type at the same time. Or at least I can't. That's why I miss a lot of messages as well. And yes, Janelle, I noticed on your post you said new tattoo. Yes. My daughter and I got tattoos. I got this one, what people would say all the time, oh, it looks like you got something on your arm, and then you're like, oh yeah, I remember you've got, you have a tattoo, right? So I'm like, yeah, well, I said to my daughter, I said, I think it's time again for another one. So my daughter, my oldest daughter, Alyssa, and I, we went to somebody she knows, and she got, she didn't get it on her arm, she got it somewhere else, but we both got birthstone flowers and leaves. So my daughter Alyssa's born on Christmas Day, December, so I have the holly leaves for her. which is, you can see all the holly leaves. And then the rose itself is for my daughter Brittany, who was born in June. And then Alyssa got her 2 kids birth flowers, Presley and Jackson's. And they turned out really cute. So, yeah, so I needed something to match. I'm like, yeah, I need more. Janine, no, that would make a mess. Oh, that's a standard for me, Janine. I'm always making a mess. Okay, we're gonna move these guys. Actually, I need a little bit more on this one. I could see some of that white coming in. And then we are gonna highlight it a little bit, make it a little rustic. So, one last coat there. And then I am gonna do a second layer on these candy corns. So I can't wait to see what my 2 grandkids, I didn't ask Brittany, but Alyssa's not telling anybody what the kids are for Halloween yet. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna be. Last year, Presley and Jackson wanted to be Santa Claus, which I thought was the cutest thing. He ended up being Santa Claus and Presley was Mrs. Claus. And Alyssa did a really good job with their costumes. And the year before that, they did, Alyssa did a really cute job as well with the Addams Family, Wednesday, and I forget the name of what the little brother Jackson was. But they turned out super cute. She did a good job with that. But she's not letting anybody know this year. So, yeah. What's a cute idea, Janelle? With Santa Claus? I can't believe my my granddaughter, who just turned 9 this year, actually went to be Mrs. Claus last year. She went for the idea. I was shocked. Didn't think she was going to do it, but she did. And they turned out so cute. And I saw Janine's little Danny's outfit this year. She's adorable. I'm not going to give it away, but she's too cute. Janine had it on her the other day and sent me some pictures. Adorable. Dawn, did the boys figure out, are they trick-or-treating this year, what their costumes are going to be? And then I'm just going to go over the yellow one more time. I can't believe we're talking Halloween already. And then I was talking to my daughter Alyssa about the whole new thing is You've Been Booed. I never heard of it before. And then she sent me a couple, either Pinterest or TikTok. She sent me an example of it, which was really cute. I didn't know about this whole You've Been Booed thing. It's really cute. Did y'all hear about that? Oh, the birth flowers. Yeah, thank you, the birth flowers. My daughter came up with that. Alyssa came up with that, so yeah. And then we asked Brittany if she wanted to join us and get one as well, because she was supposed to get the matching Alyssa's and mine. Alyssa picked that one out too, that we got in the same exact spot. And we asked Brittany to go with us for that. She was supposed to, never did. Then she was going to follow up and get it. She never did. And then, of course, she never got the birth flowers either. But that's okay. It's not for everybody, but I needed something in my other forearm. I'm like, yeah, it's time. I gotta say, that was a very good idea on Alyssa's part. All right. Hasn't it though, Janelle? No, nothing yet. They haven't said anything. I would assume Peyton wants to be a superhero of some sort again, but I didn't know if the other ones had said anything or not yet. Now I'm going to do white. Let's put these pumpkin stuff off to the side. And then I'm going to do white. And the only white I use is the Deco Art Americana Snow Titanium White. And I'm running out of room because I make a mess. So I'm going to get another plate. I did sell quite a few of these last week, Wednesday. But like I said, the special price right now from my live sale is $10 for the unfinished. And it is all 1/4 of an inch. It's not 1/8 of an inch. It's all the thicker 1/4 of an inch size. Joker last 5 years. Was he really 5 years? He was the Joker? Are you kidding? $5 years? Well, he grew, so he couldn't even use the same costume. What was, I forget the name of it, with the long nose thing that Aiden was? Something doctor? What was that, Dawn? I keep thinking steampunk. That's not it. That's with the gears. All different Jokers, yes. From different movies. He knows them all, too. He knows all the characters that played them all, too, doesn't he? That he's amazing with what he remembers. It floors me. That's going to drive me crazy now. It was Aiden that was that. Wasn't it some sort of doctor? With it's the black. It almost looks like a bird. Did you leave me, Janelle? Thinking Dr. Death, that's not it either. Yeah, I can't remember either, and now it's going to drive me crazy. Nope, not the penguin. It's not a superhero that my nephew was. All I keep thinking of is like a bird with a long nose. That's not it. You're here. I don't know. I think you keep leaving me for now. I'm just teasing. And I don't know who else is on now or what's going on. I really don't. That's why I said, you know, you guys can catch the replay if you want. I had to pick something that worked for me. And Wednesdays are the live sales and crafting down south. And then Thursdays are the live sales and crafting down south for the live crafting. And then Friday are the Fabulous Faker, whatever. They change their name all the time too. So they were on Fridays. And I don't remember who had what, and it was like, well, you know what? Yes, the plague doctor. That was it. The plague doctor with the nose and everything. Yes. Thank you, Dawn. That was driving me crazy. I knew it was Doctor something. That costume was the cutest. But so I don't really know who's on now, what's going on, and what groups. I just know the Wednesday and Thursday and the Friday. And then everybody throws other stuff in. So if you're a member, and it's a private group, it's free, like I said. But if you're a member, you can watch the replay. So, but we're going to keep trying Tuesdays at 2. Easy for me to remember. Hopefully it's easy for you to remember. And yeah, that's what we're going to try. What time is it? Time goes by quick. Goes by quick. I'm like, yeah, I'll have time, because I was planning on something else, because I did want to take up at least an hour. I mean, but being in my wood group, technically I can go as long as I wanted to, but I was going to show you something to go along with it, but I'll do them, and then I'll show them for my live sale tomorrow, for live sales and crafting down south. I'm on at 3 tomorrow, so. Janine's on too. She's on at 1 o'clock. So there. So we just kind of have to antique now. We're going to put that there to dry. The back of this, I'm just going to stain the whole thing. I'm going to baby wipe stain it like this. And just be done with that. But the burnt umber, where is it? Here. Switch plates. I'm going to make this look a little bit more antique-y. Yeah, like this, like this, like this. Go over these a little bit. And I'll put this guy over here with the little finger dauber. Woohoo, LOL. Which part is woohoo in LOL, Janine? That you're on Wednesday, that I'm on Wednesday, that back doing lives, jumping on. So just kind of make it look a little antique-y. And shadowed for pumpkins. And you could do a darker orange, you could do white, you could do whatever. Yep, Wednesday live. Yep, woohoo. Make sure you check Janine. I think, Janine, you're just dastashing some stuff too, aren't you? You've got some new stuff, but I think, are you just dastashing too? Did you figure that out yet? And I love these finger dauber things. They, I get them from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you can get them off of Amazon too, but I get them from Hobby Lobby. And it makes it so much easier. I was using the baby wipe because me and a paintbrush, we don't get along real well with edging and distressing on the edges and stuff. And these just work out so nice. And the baby wipe would just kind of just take it off. Like, see if I put too much on right here. See how you can just, well, if I get a wet one, you could. Not one that's been sitting out drying. But yeah, like if I put too much of the orange on, you can just take it off, just like that. Well, that's what I was doing when I was using the baby wipe. So when I found these, I'm like, oh, I love them. And then they've got, which I have them, I haven't tried them yet, the distressing crayons as well. And then I'm going to go through the center a little bit. So I do want to try those distressing crayons as well and see how those are. But pumpkins aren't just one color. They're kind of, they got dark spots and light spots and stuff like that. So, oh, we got this little piece that I threw out last time. Can't forget him. I'm glad I saw it because I had to go cut another one real quick. Janine's like, you have 7 minutes left. I'm like, I know. Gotta go. You hope you're distastashing. You need to clear some stuff out. Don't we all? Don't we all? I still have some more stuff too I'm going to try to get rid of. I got rid of, when I was just stashing quite a bit of it, so I'm happy with it. I mean, at least half of what I was selling, so that was good. So we've got those. Now we're gonna make these little candy corns look a little old. And then I'm going to do a little bit on here. And thank you for everybody that did buy from Presley with her little, over the last Wednesday of the month that I was there. I told her she could go on and sell her little bracelets, and she did really well. She did little bracelets and keychains and little figures, so she did really cute with that. Now I'm going to do the BOO in the eyes. Now I'm going to do these in white, though. Just dress it a little bit with white. You need to be cutting, but it's too hot. I know it's hot here. It's 91 here, so I can imagine what it is by you, Janine. You always seem to be a little bit warmer than what it is by me. And I'm looking for something new to watch because the new series of everything has not started yet on TV. So we've been stuck watching, we're rewatching Longmire, which has a lot of seasons, but I'm waiting for The Hunting Wives, and I know my daughter's reading the book on that, and she got me into the first season, and now I can't wait for the second season, and I'm like, oh. The eyes, I'm not going to do both sides, because I'm going to have, like, the glare coming down on how the eyes are going to go on the ghost, so I'm leaving the left side of the eyes kind of black, but the boo, I am going to do both. Bloodline on Netflix. I haven't heard that one, Janine. I'll have to check that one out. So we've got the BOO, we've got the eyes. I need a little bit more on that one. And we're going to glue these on. There's one piece here. See where that is from cutting? Sometimes you just get a little piece. And I'm not really, unless there's a lot, I'm not really cleaning up any edges because I want it to look rustic. So I don't want it real crisp and clean. So I'm good with that. And unless I got the white over, or you've got a spot from where it was cutting, I'm not cleaning up any edges for the yellow right there. Because I want it to look weathered. I want it weathered. And you guys can do yours any way you want to, obviously. Whatever I do is just an example. Or you can copy what I do as well. But, yeah. what do I want to do with this guy? My little kitty cat. This kitty cat. Throw some white in throughout. It makes you use your brain. Oh, it's one of those? Although, Janine, did you finish watching Hunting Wives? And I'm trying to get my sister to watch it. My daughter, Alyssa, that got me into it, she didn't pick out who the killer was. I didn't pick it out. And I'm like, oh, usually I'm really good about that. So I'm trying to get my sister to watch it because she's good at that too. And I want to see who she says as well. And I know she's super busy, so it's hard for her to watch it, but I'm trying to get her to watch it. Because you got to use your brain as well, and you cannot have kids around when you're watching it. That's for sure. And I mean, I'm not watching it. It's adult themed, but I mean, yeah. And then I'm just gonna go. But I didn't guess it. I was completely wrong. Completely wrong. And then we give it some more hair looking like stuff. Right like that. And he's got patches on him. Obviously he's a he. I keep going with he. Keep going with he. And I think I want a little bit of black in my ghost. Like so, just so it's not stark white. Here's how we are leaving it a little rustic. Now, we've got the burnt umber. We're gonna do this bottom piece because it's gonna stick through where we have to put it in the base. So my daughter does say the book is different than the movie. And there's 69 chapters, and I was wrong. I thought it started September 15th, but it doesn't start until November 15th, so she has plenty of time to read that book. And then I'm going to do the whole back in the burnt umber as well. And you don't have to, it's just the back. I just don't like leaving plain raw wood on the back of anything. I just like it to look finished. Janine hears me bitching about that all the time. But you could most certainly color the ghost white and the cat black and the pumpkin and, you know, whatever else. But I'm just gonna match it with the stand. And then that way it's just not raw wood on the back. Binks! Binks, that's it. In Hocus Pocus, Binks, that's it. And it was a boy. Yes. And he was black too. for sure. So when my daughter was looking things up for Salem, one of the things was you could make your own witch's broom, which I thought would be the neatest thing. But then she made a good point. Mom, I got to get this thing home and I'm flying. Oh yeah, it's going to be kind of hard. But would that not be too cool to make your own witch's broom? And then I saw this thing on Pinterest that her girlfriend Ashley had sent me, and it's like a broom holder made out of a pallet, and there were all different kind of homemade witches brooms coming out of it. It was really cute. I'm like, oh, that would be adorable on your porch. And she's got the whole, she's got the huge skeleton and the dog on her front yard, and her husband set it up already. So it was supposed to be a surprise, but her neighbor ruined it. Jay wasn't too happy. That's her husband, but yeah, him and Jackson got it all out, and it looks really cute. So there we go. Now, I put it this way. Active shooter? No, they have an active shooter at the Augusta Mall. Are you kidding me? Oh, prayers for everybody. That is horrible. What is this world coming to? Just so you don't see any of the white raw wood underneath, I'm just going to go where the windows meet real quick. Oh, prayers. Could you flip the file and cut it out? That way you could glue them together and have the same on both. I could, Albert, and then you would have 2 windowsills on each side as well. So yeah, I definitely could if you wanted that. I most certainly could. And then you would have the window frame on the back too, which obviously would be flipped, so it would be this way. And then you could do you would have the pumpkin parts coming in on the other side as well. Yes, I most certainly could do that. It's a good idea, Albert. Did you see I had Santa warming his butt? I showed it the last 2 Wednesdays. I didn't know if you still wanted that or not. I actually sold a couple of him. I'm thinking about making him on a live. He's cute. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Where are you working, girlfriend? Glad you could join. But yeah, this is the new time. We're going to see how this all works. Tuesdays at 2. Like I said, and I don't know who else is on or what's going on, and if anybody's a member of anything else or, you know, whatever, they can always catch this on the replay. I just know I can't do Wednesdays because of the live sale. I can't do Thursdays because of live sales and crafting down south. Friday is the Fabulous Friday Fakers. Yeah. And I'm not sure what else goes on. So, but you can always catch this on the replay. I have to get off and put the news on now. Janine, I hope everything's okay. Shh, you're supposed to, oh, shh, I don't, okay, sorry. That's always when the owner comes home, right, Michelle? Poor Michelle. Poor Michelle. And like I said, we have this ghost and cat. There is the witch's hat and the broom and the moon and the bat. And then there is the scarecrow. There is Santa with Rudolph. There is Mrs. Claus. There are elves. There is the snowman. There's the cardinal. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something else. So there are a lot of them. All right, yeah. Do we have it right now? Is it right? Is it right? Yep, we can glue it together. We can glue it. We can glue it. And I usually use this Loctite, okay? But when I want a little bit more wiggle room, wiggle time, I've been using the brush on this Gorilla Glue because it gives me a little bit more time to play with it. Oh, really? Harley's doing okay. Thanks for asking, Janelle. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That one's not good. Throw that one out. Harley's doing good. Thanks for asking. I don't know if y'all know, he was in an accident and totaled his rollback. He is still getting headaches from that though, so yeah. And that was, oh God, what? August 10th, was it? August 3rd? August 3rd. August 3rd was his accident. Somebody had come on from the off-ramp, pulled out in front of him, and slammed on the brakes. So in order to miss them, he went to the side of the road and his whole rollback went under the guardrail. Well, the side of it. The whole one side of it went under the... So, yeah. But he's okay. He messed up his knee, a couple other things, but yeah. But he's still getting headaches, so I don't know. And then he hurt himself from the seatbelt, you know. Yeah, so it seems to be, in my opinion, a little bit more playing time with this Gorilla Glue brush. So that's kind of what I've been using lately. Because it's not instant, but then when it dries, and if you can see, the pumpkin does have, you will see some of that orange. That's why we did that. Your pieces are just going to go on the outside of it a little bit. So, yeah, all that happens to him when I'm not home. His shop burned down, all that jazz. But at least it's not worse than what it was, right? Could have been worse. So we have this here. We have this itty bitty piece I almost threw out. And I painted the wrong side. Oh, one of them days, y'all. It's live. 1 injured and 2 in custody. At least they're not saying anybody died. And they have the shooter? Or shooters? Oh my goodness. Thanks for giving me the update, Janine. That is awful. Our eyes here. Now I wanted the whites to be on the right side and down, and then I was going to keep it black on the top. And then we have this one. Yes, Albert, I do. Just love it when you have one of those days. And unfortunately, that's what today is. But we're working through it, right? We woke up this morning. That's the most important thing. Our boo here, we're going to have it hang off a lip. There, right above the cat's ear. How have you been doing, Albert? I haven't seen you in a bit. How have you been? Good, I hope. Ooh, see, it takes a little bit. And we've got our B-O-O. B. And O. And make sure the little notchy thing goes on the bottom for your boo. And then we've got our boo. And then we have our candy cane. Our candy canes. Here are candy canes. Don't you know we're putting candy canes on this? We're putting candy corns on it. Candy something or another. Candy corn. So we've got that one, and we've got 2 more. Thank you, Janine. I just love this file. And I left it more rustic. Whimsical, rustic, old, weathered. Oh no. Prayers for everyone with that. That's awful. Did your house get flooded, Albert? Let's see this one real quick. Let's finish this one up. And then, of course, you know we need our dots and dashes, right? I don't know if I want... Ugh. I don't know if I like that one. boy. I don't think I like that one either. I'm having an issue. Oh, today. Really, guys? Okay. All right. Hello, welcome. We're just finishing up. Thanks for joining. Remember which one I used, right? In 97, Albert. At least it didn't affect you this time, but that's just still so sad for everyone. That's horrible. What else do I want to do? See if we can finger dab this piece here so we can get this one on. See how that looks. Well, prayers for everyone with all that flooding, for sure. Let that dry a minute. Let's see if I can get black. Dab of glue here. Drop this one in. Now we have the right side painted. Have it. So we have our I'm looking at the back. Look where I see raw wood, guys. And you know it'll drive me crazy, right? So make sure you do the back of the if you put on the boo with the banner, make sure you do the back of it. That's how you know I noticed something. Dead silence on my part. I'm talking, dead silence on my part. And I'm like, oh. And I could not leave it. So many dang markers out all over the place. I don't know if I'm coming or going. And then I just have a little bit of white on the cat's head. But other than that, I am not doing any, I'm not cleaning up any other edges because I want it to stay rustic, unless it was the white or a light color coming through over the top from being a little heavy-handed with the makeup sponge. Other than that, it's staying. And then we will glue it onto our base. And you don't have to glue it if you don't want to, but I do. If you want to fold it up for the holidays or whatever, you don't have to glue it. Just hold it here for 1 second. Thank you. Okay, Albert, thank you. I saw something come through. I will check it out. Thank you for sending that. And here is our finished ghost on the pumpkin with the boo and Binks the cat and our little candy corn. So here's our little window sitter. And like I said, there's quite a few of them. So I will post a picture of this, but this is this guy done. And I thought it was fitting for Halloween. Then we have, here we go. There is the double paned scarecrow. And then the other fall one is the witch's hat and the broom with the pumpkins. And then I've got the ones for Christmas as well. So I will have those tomorrow too. So, and they are $10 a piece, unfinished, on special right now. Not in my Etsy shop, but through PayPal. So I want to thank everybody for joining me. And remember, Tuesdays at 2. So I will see you next Tuesday. I can't promise this week, but I will try to do some pop-on lives, some pop-ups, so that we can get some things done in between and move on to our next, which is going to be the cake display. Easy storage after the holidays. Yes, it would be easy storage for after the holidays. But I've got a china cabinet, and I store all my stuff in my china cabinet up here. So, yeah. But yeah, you can not glue the base on, and then you can just take it on and off for the storage for the holidays for sure. So, thank you everyone for joining me. I hope y'all have a safe, wonderful week. And hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday. And then there's a full lineup on Thursday as well. So everyone have a great day. Take care. And I will see you next Tuesday at 2. If you have any questions, just reach out and have a good one. Prayers for everyone that needs them. Bye-bye.